This is Carolina in the Morning on Fox Wilmington. Streaming live on foxwilmington.com.
And good morning. Thanks for joining us for Carolina in the Morning on Fox Wilmington. I'm Kim Ratcliffe.
I'm Bob Bonner. Did you pack the umbrella this morning?
I did pack the umbrella this morning.
Have you used it?
I have not used it.
Yeah, I didn't use mine this morning
I got a break.
Either. Yeah, I was fortunate coming in this morning. The road was wet, but the sky was not so much. So,
hopefully
were we the only lucky ones? Yeah. How's that up there right now, Gannon?
There's more luck to be had across the area. It's not an overwhelming coverage of rain, but there is still some rain out there, and we'll circle over to your radar in just a moment. Let's do the MLK Parkway and College Road intersection. Wet this morning. A lot of headlights northbound on College, perhaps to I-40. Places like Burgaw and Benson and Raleigh. All right, here's that shower moving through New Hanover County. It's a small one in the grand scheme. Back to the west, a little higher coverage of downpours with this line snaking its way through Bladen, Columbus, and western Brunswick counties. If you're joining us this morning from Supply in Brunswick County, you're just off to your southwest, that line of showers and downpours rolling up Highway 17 right into you. Visibility pretty good, rain notwithstanding around the port city, 10 miles officially at the airport. There are some patches of fog. Oh, as soupy as we've been lately. Not only do we have ongoing showers this morning, but some fog. Temperatures, not one size fits all, as we sometimes say, but 50s, 60s, and 70s, just depending on your location, generally cooler inland versus the coast. Officially in Wilmington, 73, and unofficially here outside the Fox Wilmington Shipyard Boulevard Studios, 73 balmy degrees. This is not November-like, but the temperature is probably not our big story today. We're going to talk about showers and maybe even an odd thunderstorm as a possibility this morning. Pretty good bet this morning, but partial clearing and a lower rain chance for your afternoon. And that's just the beginning of a nice stretch of weather. Happy to talk about it in your 7-day coming up.
All right, Gannon, so temps in the 70s. Hard to believe the holiday season just a few weeks away. So Thanksgiving's coming. A lot of people already starting to get into the holiday spirit.
And that includes First Fruit Ministries, because tonight they are set to hold their feast for the homeless. And Carolina in the Morning, Stacey Pinot joining us live right now. So Stacey, how long have they been hosting this feast?
Good morning, Kim and Bob. Well, this will be their second year. The CEO, Rick Stoker, said that last year was such a success that he's keeping it going as long as possible. We were able to get inside and kind of get some video of the setup they've been going on, getting in preparation for the big meal tonight. He says they served over 100 homeless people right here in Wilmington at last year's feast alone. And like last year, they've rented vans and they're going to be driving around to places like the downtown library and Salvation Army, picking up those who are less fortunate and taking them right here to First Fruit Ministries this evening, right off of Van Street. Stoker says tonight is about making them feel important and letting them know that they do matter.
But we want to do something really class act for them and treat them like other people want to be treated. Because when you treat these guys living in the woods and stuff like they matter, it's just such a big deal that you and I don't really get, because we do this every day.
So some of those pickup times are going to be between 5 and 5:30 at the Salvation Army, as well as the downtown library, and then that big feast tonight is going to take place at 6:30. Back to you.
All right, Stacey, thanks. Well, today your students hopefully having a normal day at school. Wilmington police, though, still trying to figure out who fired gunshots that put 2 schools on alert Monday. Those shots were heard around 1:45 in the afternoon, sending both Williston Middle and Gregory Elementary into a shelter-in-place situation. Police were able to lift that about a half hour later. Officers did find some shell casings in the area, but we're told no one was hurt and there was no property damage.
We're also keeping you updated on a shooting near another school. We've learned a campus police officer at Spartanburg Methodist College in South Carolina killed a person. It happened while the officer was investigating a report of a car break-in. Now, the officer says he fired shots when he was hit by the car as the people tried to drive away. 2 people were inside of that car, one now dead. The other is in custody. We're told the officer was treated at the scene and is going to be okay.
A man from our area arrested miles away and this morning facing charges for armed robbery. Dietrich Taylor Jr. arrested Monday in Raleigh. We're told he had a pistol when he robbed another man near Landvale and Savannah Branch Roads in Leland last month. He got away with the victim's cell phone and $160 in cash. Taylor's charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon and also possession of a firearm by a felon.
News of 2 home invasions in Wilmington just hours apart on Monday. We have a lot of people wondering if you're actually safe in your own home. One was at a house on Wrightsville Avenue, the other on Greenway Avenue, but the Wilmington police chief saying you really don't need to worry. In both cases, the victims were targeted. What you do need to be aware of, though, is your surroundings. The chief said you don't have to worry about these criminals at all because of the target.
We believe it's a crew that's working and trying to victimize people that they know. And so I can't say too much more than that right now. We are working it. So the general public, I don't think, has too much to worry about.
Now, both of those recent break-ins are under investigation currently.
And law enforcement agencies around the Port City are trying something else to keep everyone safe. On Monday morning, they announced the launch of a new safety campaign. It's called Listen, Explain, Comply, Complain, and the goal is to promote safety during law enforcement encounters. Wilmington Police Chief Ralph Evangelist says you shouldn't get into a confrontation with officers. Just do what they say and then complain later. This message will be seen on billboards, public service announcements, printed ads, and across social media.
A different fire department may soon be protecting you and your family. New Hanover County Fire and Rescue has provided primary fire protection in Scotts Hill, but now Pender EMS and Fire will provide that protection there. Pender EMS opened a fire station in the Scotts Hill area last year and improved its safety rating. Pender EMS and Fire Deputy Chief David Stansel says the change will streamline fire protection, but that doesn't mean the relationship between New Hanover County and Pender County is over.
Currently, when we have a structure fire or alarm call in Scotts Hill, our Pender EMS and Fire units and also New Hanover units respond. We'll still respond the same way. They'll still mutual aid us, but our agency will be the primary structural fire protection for that district.
And Stansel says New Hanover County Fire and Rescue is also in favor of the break. He says there won't be any breach of contract issues between the two counties.
We're at 7 minutes after 7 o'clock right now and taking a look at your traffic conditions around the Wilmington area. You know, we've seen some more rain, so you can expect some wet streets, and that's what you see here at 3rd and Dawson Streets this morning. Steady stream of traffic, normal volume, and no issues at this intersection. Taking a look for you now at another intersection, South College Road and Oriole Drive. And looking like it's going to be wet conditions there as well, but we don't have any accidents to pass along, and the traffic a little heavier